Another beautiful day in the village. Man, moving here was such a good idea. This place is so nice.
I know, right? We have food here, we have shelter, we even have a bunch of villagers to trade with.
Speaking of villagers, what is up with that guy?
What do you mean, what's up with me? Haven't you heard?
Heard of what? What's going on?
There's the apocalypse. Everything's going wrong.
The apocalypse? What is this guy talking about?
Oh, what sort of apocalypse is happening? What do you mean?
Haven't you heard? The whole village is evacuating. There's a swarm of horror monsters coming for us.
What? A swarm of horror monsters? What type of monsters?
There's the very scary ones that could want to eat your face. If I were you, I'd evacuate.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, what the? That guy seems like he's running away. Was he being serious? Is the whole village really evacuating? Wait, the door on that house is open.
Hello? Any villagers?
Hello? Is there anybody nearby? Baby Dash, I think everyone's gone.
What's going on? Why is the village empty?
Guys, some villagers just came up and told us that the whole village was evacuating. Apparently there's monsters coming to raid it.
What?
What type of monsters?
He said horror monsters that are gonna eat your face off. It looks like literally nobody is even home right now.
What? Does that mean everybody left?
Yeah, this village is empty now.
Well, guys, we should probably pack up our stuff and leave too. This is not good.
But we just moved here.
Yeah, I just finished setting up all my stuff in my base.
Yeah, but if the place is gonna get raided, we don't want to stick around to find out what's gonna happen to us. What if the monsters eat us, Baby Dash?
Oh man, are we really gonna have to move again? This place would be so cool if we could live here by ourselves since everyone else evacuated.
Yeah, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to survive these horror monsters. Those villagers are pretty smart guys. Uh-oh, guys, it just became dark.
What?
Are they coming out?
I think the monsters are nearby. Okay, everyone pack up your stuff. We gotta go. We gotta go.
I've got too much stuff to pack up.
Everyone just take all of your items. Wait a second. Hold on. I've got an idea.
What is it?
What?
I've got these 8 spare ender pearls. What if we use this to hide inside of a mob?
What? What do you mean?
Yeah, guys, we can throw these ender pearls inside of any mob, and we should be able to go inside of it. I've seen people do this before. Maybe if we hide inside of a mob, like a sheep or like a cow, then the horror monsters aren't gonna even try to get us, because, you know, we're gonna be hiding.
Because they're looking for, like, humans. That's smart.
Well, what type of mob should we hide inside of?
Well, we gotta pick something really, really strong. I don't know if sheep are gonna be the right play, because sheep are kind of weak, and I'm pretty sure they only have, like, 2 health.
You also gotta do something that's really, really fast in case they actually get attacked, you know?
Yeah. We need to pick something fast that, in case it gets attacked, it'll be able to run away. I guess let's look around the village. Maybe a cow could be a good choice.
People hunt cows all the time, though. They're pretty easy to kill.
Wait a second, guys. I think I know what we should go inside of. What about that wolf over there?
Oh, yeah, dogs are super strong.
Yeah, and they're super fast.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure the dogs are pretty smart, too. So if the dog sees any horror monsters nearby, it'll probably just run away.
Okay, are you sure this is gonna work?
Well, I've only seen videos of people doing this before. I don't know if it'll work for us. Everyone just take one of these ender pearls, and we gotta throw it at the dog at the same time.
The dog is looking at us funny.
Yeah. We're sorry about this dog, but we need to stay alive. All right, I'm throwing my ender pearl. Ugh. Whoa!
Yeah, we're actually in.
Did it work?
Guys, I think we're inside of the dog. Oh, look at his head.
Oh, he has teeth. What the ew?
That is kind of creepy.
Dude, it's a lot cleaner in here than I thought.
This place is pretty clean. Wait a second. I can do anything I want to this dog.
Baby Dash, don't get any funny ideas. I know you don't like dogs, but don't be messing around with it.
What if I stomp on his mouth? Take this dog. I'm probably hurting him right
I
now.
don't think you're hurting him. We're so small that, like, we're probably not doing anything to him.
Yeah, he probably can't even feel us. But I guess now that we're inside of the dog, we've got a pretty safe spot to stay at for this invasion.
I'm not gonna lie, though. I don't feel, 100% confident that we're just hiding in a dog.
Yeah, true. This is still kind of dangerous. What if the horror monsters come and eat the dog?
Oh no, we're gonna get eaten too, and since we're so small, we can't even fight back.
You know what? I've got an idea. What if we turn this dog into a super dog? We can reinforce it up from the inside out.
Ooh, we could turn his bones into like iron and stuff.
Wait, I don't want to call a dog a super dog. Can we give him a different name? That sounds too cool.
Bro, the name does not matter.
How about we call it Doomsday Dog?
Yeah, there we go. That's a good name. All right, well, I guess first thing we got to do if we want to reinforce this dog is reinforce the stomach lining. Yep, we got to reinforce the inside of the dog's stomach. That way, in case it ever gets bit, whatever's biting it is just going to bite straight into iron.
Wait, are we just reinforcing it? What about a full-blown upgrade? What if we upgrade his bones?
Oh, yeah, we got to upgrade everything.
All right, I'm gonna put some of these sharp blocks over here. If anything tries biting this dog, it's gonna get a taste of metal.
Yeah, it literally is. This is great.
You guys ever heard about what a Trojan horse is? This is like a Trojan dog.
Kind of, but like Trojan horses, like you hide inside of like a horse for sneaking into places. We're not really like sneaking into anywhere.
Yeah, but just in case, it's kind of Trojan.
We can't really control the dog is the thing. We can't really control where it goes. So wherever this dog decides to go, we're going with it.
Wait, what if we try to control it?
Maybe we can figure out how to control its brain later, but I think we're going to need to do some advanced neuroscience stuff to figure that out.
I could figure it out.
We just gotta focus on making it stronger for now.
Well, I'm putting a bunch of this stuff over here. Is this good?
Oh yeah, let's put a bunch of these blocks all around here. Also, should we really be changing all of the bones into iron? Can dogs live with bones made out of iron? Is that a thing?
Yes, bro. Maybe we could leave a couple normal, but I think we gotta get most of them bones.
No, people, whenever they like they'll lose their bones, they'll have like metal in them all the time.
Yeah, but people who get like metal implants and stuff, they don't get their entire bone replaced with metal.
Some people do. Dude, there's like people that like walk around like I got a metal rod in my leg.
Maybe. You know what? I guess this dog doesn't need to have the greatest mobility and everything. As long as it's safe, as long as it's like a bunker for us.
What if we turn into a robot dog?
A robot dog? We can put pistons and stuff and control it. That could be kind of sick.
We can control them with like a lever.
Anyways, let's go ahead and just reinforce all of these bones up with as much iron and stuff as possible. This is actually looking so good. This dog, the interior looks like a bunker.
The Doomsday dog is real.
Oh yeah, this is looking great. All right, well here, I guess I'll just keep on putting iron around here. Gotta reinforce this entire dog up.
His name is the Trojan dog, not the Doomsday dog.
Doomsday dog is way cooler.
Whatever you say, I guess.
I'm just gonna call it the dog. I don't care about the proper name for it.
Not gonna lie, Doomsday dog does sound kind of sick.
Nope, Trojan is better.
What about the Apocalypse K9?
Yo, what if we add some lava to his mouth, and then whenever he tries to bite one of the monsters, they get burnt?
Okay, that might kind of burn the dog too. Did you think of that?
Yeah, but dude, we put like 50,000 iron blocks in the dog. He could withstand fire.
What in the world is all this stuff?
I don't know. I found it and it looks cool.
What? Guys, we're literally inside of a dog right now. We can't just be putting random stuff around here. We don't want to get too heavy to the point where the dog can't move.
If we replace its bones with metal, then it can move.
The bones are not the thing that makes you move. That's the muscles. We need to upgrade its muscles.
Well, then let's upgrade the muscles.
Oh yeah, we gotta put some better muscles in here. What can we put for muscles?
I guess to reinforce his muscles, we're gonna need something that's like, flexible, not as rigid as iron, but also really, really strong.
Yeah, maybe some scaffolding.
Scaffolding is literally wood. That's not that strong.
Maybe chains.
Chains could work. Hold on, I'm looking around right now to see any blocks that would be good for muscle reinforcement.
Muscle reinforcement. We need something that could like move.
What about some reinforced wool? Some reinforced wool would be really good because wool is like fabricy, it's really, really bendable and flexible. And it's also really strong since it's reinforced.
Oh, reinforced wool. You know what? That works.
All right, well, guys, I'm putting a bunch of this reinforced wool. Actually, wait a second. We should let's put some more of that stuff on the walls first and then put the reinforced wool on top of it.
Spikes.
Yeah, just to stay consistent. Here, I'll put a bunch of this reinforced wool on the back over here.
Wait, if we cover the dog's back with reinforced wool, is he still gonna be able to poop?
Wait, that's a good point. What's gonna happen when the dog tries to poop?
Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I don't see a poop chute over here, so.
I see a mouth over there with like teeth and stuff, but I don't see a poop hole.
There's no poop even in here, bro.
Here, I'm gonna build him a poop hole.
What type of poop hole is this?
Look, I'm putting a bunch of fans out so that the poop can automatically go out.
It's like you guys know the sinks that like destroy food?
Yep.
That's exactly what this is.
Oh, you know what? This is good. No, it'll spray out the poop, and it'll be a weapon in case there's any monsters behind the dog. It'll get shot with a shotgun of poop.
That is gross. Protective diarrhea is gross.
Bro, this is disgusting. This is disgusting.
We can throw our garbage away in there too, since we're probably gonna have garbage inside of this dog.
Guys, whoever put this dirt over here, make sure you clean it up, bro. The dog's gonna start pooping it out. It's gonna go flying all over her face.
Yeah, guys, since we're literally inside of a biological being right now, we gotta be very, very sterile, very sanitary. We can't just be leaving junk all over the place.
Yeah, I don't want poop in my face.
Wait, what if the dog gets sick?
That's a good point. What type of sicknesses can dogs even get?
Rabies?
Probably, yeah, they can probably get that. Can dogs get like the cold? Can they get the common cold?
I don't even know.
I think they have enough fur to like not get the cold, unless they're like really, really cold.
Well, dogs can get really, really cold. What if they get wet?
Dogs get sick, but it's mostly like their nose that's the problem. It's not their fur.
Well, humans get sick and they have nose problems too. They go like,
No, not like that. The dogs get sick because of their nose is what I mean.
Yeah, but do they get the common cold is the real question.
Dogs? No.
Yo, all right, yo, Dash, where's the reinforced wall?
Literally all around you.
Oh, we made it pink? I thought we were gonna make it like white.
No, I decided to make it pink to match the, muscle colors so that we can kind of tell what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Here, I'm putting a bunch of these reinforced blocks in front of the muscle to make it even stronger.
Oh yeah, this is looking great.
Wait, guys, can we add a self-destruct button on this dog?
Self-destruct button? Why would we want a self-destruct button?
Well, maybe we need to like flee the dog, and if we need to escape, there's no harm in blowing it up.
If we need to escape, we're going on the poop chute, okay?
Well, I mean, isn't that kind of mean? So, this dog, he gave us shelter. He let us stay inside of his stomach for all this time. And then we just returned the favor by blowing him up.
Sounds fair to me.
I'm adding the self-destruct over here.
What the? Whoa. I don't know if we need a self-destruct yet. Maybe we build that last because right now we don't want to accidentally have any misfires.
All right, fine, whatever you say.
Anyways, I think right now we just got to work on reinforcing all of the walls around this dog. We got to get the roof over here too because we don't know what angle this dog is going to get bit from.
Smart. I'll get this roof over here.
I'll put more of these spikes around.
This is already starting to look sick, I'm not gonna lie.
Yep, this is looking like a factory. I don't know why, but the inside of this just looks like a factory. Probably because of those yellow industrial looking blocks.
Dude, do you think if somebody tries to bite into the dog, their teeth will crack?
Yeah, definitely. Their teeth are definitely gonna crack if anyone tries to bite into this dog. dog.
That's gonna be so gross, dude.
Wait, what's gonna happen when the dog eats stuff?
Wait a second. That is a really, really good point. If the dog tries to eat something, it's probably gonna come through the mouth over here and then ruin our entire little setup.
Wait, guys, are we the dog's stomach?
We're like inside of the dog, yeah. So if the dog eats anything, it's gonna come to us.
Yeah, so we've got to like beat it up and throw it out the poop chute.
Dash, we're parasites.
No, we're not. I mean, I guess we're parasites, but
Bro, I'm a parasite now.
there's like different types of parasites, all right? There's parasites that are good, and then there's parasites that are bad. We're good because we're helping the dog, but the food thing is kind of gonna be a problem. If food comes into the mouth, it's just gonna go chaotically, like it's just gonna smack around the walls and just start destroying everything in here. So I think I have an idea.
What is it?
We're gonna need to build a food chute from the dog's mouth to the dog's butt.
A food chute?
Yeah, it's just gonna be a big tube that connects the mouth to the butt.
Oh, okay. That's kind of clever.
And we can even have some like food crushers in here to, you know, make sure that all of the food gets thoroughly crushed up before it goes into the butt.
All right, well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna keep on adding some extra muscle, you know? Nothing hurts the muscle.
How are we gonna crush up the food before it goes to the butt?
Well, I'm thinking we can have like some pistons that just crush up the food constantly. This dog is literally turning into a robot.
Ooh, yeah, it's actually turning into a robot dog.
This is literally a robot dog.
Are we gonna build beds in here too? We're probably gonna have to sleep in here if we're gonna stay here for a while.
I don't know if we should all be going to sleep at the same time, you know? What if the dog, like, rips a fart and then one of us suffocates? We have to warn the others, you know?
If the dog rips a fart, it's not even gonna go to us. It's gonna go out the poop chute. We're gonna be fine.
Well, that's only if your poop chute works, bro. We don't know if it's gonna work yet.
My poop chute is gonna work, all right? Everything I do works.
No, not everything.
Anyways, this poop chute is looking pretty good. We just gotta connect the mouth over to the butt. This is great. We just gotta connect this all up, and then inside of the tube, we can add some crushers.
How are you gonna add crushers? You should probably just add this iron glass that we have on the walls, and then the poop will, like, go through it and make it, like, a smaller bits, you know?
I mean, that could work, but that's gonna rely on the poop going through at high speeds and getting crushed up.
How about you use this
What is that?
seismic vibrator?
I don't know how to use that. I don't think we're gonna need to vibrate the food, guys. We need to crush the food. I think we should just use some pistons so that we can actually crush the food. Here's what I'm thinking. We can put down some pistons over here. Or wait, actually, instead of putting it on the floors, we can put it on the walls like this. And then on each of these pistons, we can put some of these factory blocks.
Ooh, okay. That's kind of smart.
And then we gotta hook up these pistons together with some redstone.
Yeah, you do all the redstoning, dude. You're the smart redstoner. I don't do that type of stuff.
In order to hook these up with redstone, we're just gonna need to connect all of these pistons like that, and then I think we're gonna need to grab some observers. If we put observers down over here like this, I believe this should work. Oh, look at that! That kind of works, but it's kind of going a little too fast.
That looks like it'll crush the food.
Hold on. We need to make this better. If we put down a redstone repeater like this in a shape like that, and then activate this with a redstone torch, boom! Look at that. We got an infinitely repeating redstone signal, but we can actually time it. We can change the redstone thing. We can change the repeater and change how fast it is. Look at that!
Wow.
Huh, it's still going way too fast. We need to make this slower. Okay, it's locking up now.
Why don't you like do something like this?
Yeah, we could do something like that. I think we just need some more repeaters in the mix. And then let's go ahead and set all of these repeaters to the slowest setting. And boom, there we go. Look at that. Now it is almost working. Wait a second, hold on. We can just hook up this piston to this repeater here. And boom, look at that. Now it works. But on this side, only like 2 of the pistons are getting pushed. What the heck?
What is going on?
Hold on. I got it. I think I see what's happening.
Here, I'm just gonna work on the tunnel so that the poop can go through good.
Yes, there we go. I just finished it. This looks great. Let's go ahead and just put some blocks on the top to cover this all up. There we go. And now I think the crusher is good to go.
Sweet, but is that enough for like food?
We might need to have some more crushers. Let me go inside and see what it feels like to be a food going through this chute.
Oh yeah, you're going down the poop chute.
I think this will definitely be pretty effective.
Who added windows?
I wanted to see what the dog's digestion was gonna be like.
This looks great. All right, well, hold on. Let me head out of here real quick. I think we're gonna need to put down a couple more pistons in order to fully, thoroughly crush the food up.
Wait, guys, in like your normal stomach, isn't there like acid that your stomach uses?
Oh yeah. Wait a second. Why don't we just use some acid?
What sort of acid are we gonna use?
Let me see. We could use some liquid hydrofluoric acid. This could be pretty good.
What the?
Ooh, and we've also got what about both?
What do you mean both?
We could do hydrofluoric and sulfuric.
I don't think sulfuric acid belongs in your stomach. That'll burn your stomach.
Make it belong.
I think this might actually be the thing that's inside of human stomachs. Wait, someone search that up.
I got you.
Let me go ahead and just put this stuff all over the inside of the dog's poop chute, and boom, look at this.
It actually is hydrofluoric.
I was right. Boom. I know, I'm a genius. Anyways, now that we've got the poop chute done, I think we're gonna need to move on to the next thing. We're gonna need to add some shelter for us to stay at.
Yeah, right now, this is kind of just a factory.
Yeah, I'm thinking we gotta add some beds and some rooms for us to stay at. And let's see. Ooh, dibs on staying in the head. I want to stay in this area.
I want to stay in the poop area. I'm staying the really
Maybe
far
staying
back.
in the neck. I want to stay in the neck.
I'm staying really far back.
Koko, you want the poop area? I thought the poop area was gonna be the least favorable.
I'll sleep in the tube if it's free. If it's free, if cameras
You
want
can't sleep in the tube.
I don't want you. You can have the tube. I don't want it.
Oh, I'm taking the tube. I'm taking the tube. I'm taking the tube.
No, dude, that's gonna mess with the food digestion of the dog. You cannot sleep in the tube.
All right, fine. I'll sleep right next to the end chute area.
Well, I'm gonna sleep over here inside of the dog's head. And, you know, since we've already got all of this reinforcement, now we can start building with decorative blocks. We can actually start building some nice bedrooms.
Where do I want to stay?
It's gonna be even nicer than our village house.
Oh, yeah, this is. What the? Baby Dash, what are you putting turrets in here?
Just in case the dog gets any germs. I don't want them to kill me.
Wait, actually, that's not a bad idea. That's a good idea.
Might have competitor parasites trying to fight us, Dash.
Yeah, what if an Enderman tries to Ender Pearl in here?
That's a really, really good point, actually. All right, well, here, I'm putting down some blocks over here for my bedroom. My bedroom is actually gonna be so sick. I've got a whole idea on how this is gonna go. We should make this place look like a factory slash house. That's like, those are the coolest houses.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. You could have like two stuff doing one, you know, a house and a factory.
We gotta have a very industrial looking building.
Yeah, I'm making my bedroom really, really strong so that just in case something happens, I'll be alive.
That's a really good idea.
Yo, I'm gonna use the plumbing from the chute to fund my pool and my hot tub. I'm gonna use the dog's
What?
pee.
Ew.
Wait, what did you just say?
Using the dog's pee to fund my hot tub water.
Wait a second, hold on. If we're gonna want to build toilets in here, we can just connect our whole toilet sewage system to the main poop chute.
Ew, this is gross.
Why? Wait, I mean, we're gonna need. Also, guys, we're gonna need water and food. Should we add like a filter that comes out of the poop chute and filters all the, you know?
I'll filter it.
Yeah, I guess Koko, you can be in charge of like waste management.
You guys are not gonna be stuck in here forever.
Hey, I don't know if you heard that villager. He said it was an apocalypse. Apocalypses are usually like pretty big deal.
I kinda wanna stay here. This place looks nice though. I'm not gonna
This
lie.
place is kind of nicer than our old village.
Well, here, I'm working on my bedroom right now, and it is looking pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. I've got a big glass wall so that I can see everything going on outside, and now I just gotta add my bed. I'm thinking for my bed, I can put it down right here in the middle, and then let me go ahead and also grab a couple of pieces of wood. I'm just gonna set up some bedside stands for me to put my stuff on. I guess let me also set up a little desk over here, just in case I gotta get some business done.
What sort of business are you gonna get done inside of a dog?
All sorts of business, Baby Dash. You know, running a dog's body is a lot of hard work. You gotta make sure that like all of the organs are working properly. Yep, it's
Are you gonna be in the dog's brain?
Oh, technically I am the dog's brain right now. I'm in its skull. I'm pretty sure the skull is a pretty strong bone, so I think I'll be pretty safe in here.
Oh, okay.
Talking about bones. What if the dog like sees a bone and starts like running away and our whole like base collapse?
Our whole base is not gonna collapse. We've literally got metal reinforcement everywhere. I think we're gonna be fine. This place is literally super sturdy. We're gonna be good.
What if the dog eats chocolate?
If the dog eats chocolate, then yo, this is literally like a mutant dog. The poop chute is gonna be able to process chocolate, okay?
I don't know, man.
We short-circuited the biological stomach, all right? We got like a robotic stomach now. This is great.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Anyways, one thing that is gonna happen in here for sure is we're gonna get hungry. So I'm making myself a little refrigerator.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, I'm making a fridge so that I can get food whenever I want because, like I said earlier, I don't know how long we're gonna be staying inside of this dog for. I'm just gonna put a bunch of different types of food in here. We can have some bread, a little bit of chicken, some golden apples. Golden apples are gonna be great. Some mutton and a little bit more bread.
Wait, can I eat from your fridge?
Yeah, honestly, we can all just come here and just eat from my fridge. My fridge is pretty sick. I also have a freezer.
Make sure
and
the food
fridge.
isn't too smelly. Make sure it's not too smelly because the dog might want to eat it and he might eat himself, and you don't want that happening.
I don't think the dog is gonna eat itself.
You never know, man. You never. I've seen some crazy things in the barns.
Barns? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Anyways, the next thing we're gonna need to do is connect all of these rooms together. Right now, my door kind of just leads to a cliff. I think if I fall off here, I might die.
I'm trying to make a staircase that doesn't suck.
What about instead of a staircase, we just have a ladder? More industrial looking, you know what I mean?
There's staircases in factories.
Yeah, but a ladder looks sick, especially with this reinforced ladder. Look at that.
Wow, that looks sick. I'm setting down my base down here. It's gonna look sick.
Dad, my base has 2 floors.
Whoa, what do you got up here on the second floor?
This is my bedroom, and then down here, this is gonna be my playroom.
Whoa, this is pretty insane. We've got a crazy setup here. Wait, Cam, Coco, I want to see your guys' rooms though. I haven't seen those yet.
You sure you want to see my room? You're 100% sure.
Why does this look like a hobo hut?
It's because it's not. It's because it's factory.
Factories do not look like this. Maybe a factory in like the 1700s. We're going for like a modern factory, as you can see by all of this modern hardware.
Repurposed.
All right, well, Coco, where's your room? I want to see the poop chute quarter. Oh my goodness, this is horrible.
What? Why?
I think the dog's body might reject this.
Stone. What? This is actually ugly.
Stone is like strong and all, but it's why'd you pick stone? You could have picked like something cool, like factory blocks or blocks of iron.
Cause I'm grateful with stone. Okay, is it wrong to be grateful? Is that what you're trying to say? You're saying grateful is being bad?
You know what? I'll just leave you to it. I have something that I want to try doing. since I'm living inside of the head of the dog, I wonder if I'll be able to look out of its eyes.
Wait a second. That's a good idea.
I want to try something. I have a theory. Maybe if I hook up some wires to the dog's eyes and then hook up like a camera monitor to those wires, I might be able to see through them.
Are you sure that's gonna work?
I have no clue, but I think it's worth a shot. I'm connecting up some wires over here, just hooking all these up together. There we go. And then I need to get a camera monitor. I guess I can just use this one over here. Let me put it on my desk, just like that. And now I just gotta hook up these wires to the dog's camera monitor.
If this works, this is gonna be so cool.
Let's see, let's see.
Wouldn't this hurt the dog though?
I don't think this is gonna hurt the dog. I'm just peeking through his eyes. It's not like I'm actually doing anything bad. Anyways, let me take a look through the camera monitor. Whoa, wait a second. Guys, it worked. I think I'm looking through the dog's eyes right now.
What? What do you see? What do you see?
Guys, things are not looking good. There's a bunch of scary monsters around here. The dog is like walking towards them.
Are you serious?
Yeah. We're at the village right now. Everything is foggy and dark. I can't tell if it's daytime or nighttime.
Wait, Dad, let me see.
Yeah, guys, hold on. Come look at the monitor. Oh my goodness.
This is crazy.
Well, what are we gonna do? Just live in the dog until this passes? Honestly, that doesn't even seem like a terrible play.
Wait, Dad, is that a dinosaur?
I think that is a dinosaur. Yo, they're fighting each other. What in the world is going on at this village?
If they're fighting each other, then they're kind of dumb.
Yeah, they're probably just gonna kill each other, aren't they?
I guess let's just wait for all the monsters to kill each other, and then we can come out of this dog, and we can have this entire village to ourselves. If this place doesn't get blown up. Yo, guys, the monsters are literally shooting fireballs everywhere.
Not gonna lie, I don't even know if I want to stay in this village anymore. This thing looks scary.
Well, once all the monsters are gone, it'll probably be fine.
And yeah, guys, once all the monsters are gone, since there's no villagers here, we'll have this entire place all to ourselves. That is if this dog that we're inside of doesn't get eaten. But what is the dog doing? Oh no, he's getting close to the monsters again.
Oh, yo, what's that thing? What's that thing behind him?
I don't know, but we built this dog pretty safe. I think we'll be fine.
I'm heading to bed. I think we survived.
I think we should be fine.
That was pretty crazy. And if you want to watch the next video, then click on the video on the screen right now.